I remember Jackal loving this singer named Denise Williams. She sang the prettiest song called Silly. Jackal went out and bought her album. To this day, I still don't know how Mama put a big hole in that album, but she did. Everything from those days is a blur, bits and pieces turning over here and there. My high school graduation found me in a mental mess. I don't know how I felt, but I knew that my experience and my classmates' experience were two different experiences. My classmates were happy and carefree. I was just going through the motions, waiting for it all to be over. I'd had enough. I can't remember a single bit of my graduation. I couldn't tell you who sat to my left or right. I felt numb while my classmates were out celebrating, riding up and down the road, just a blowing their horns and having all kinds of fun. I lay on my bed knowing that it would only be a matter of time before I left for college. I was one step from freedom, and I knew it. I distinctly remember that moment. Mama played the proud mama when Gail and I went off to Winston-Salem State University. Gail is a year older than me. We share the same birthday. I hated sharing my birthday with Gail when we were little. I understand why I couldn't have my own cake. Gail sucked her thumb until it was flat and smelled like spit. One year I distinctly remember Mama letting Gail help her make our birthday cake, and it must have been around Easter because the cake was shaped like a bunny rabbit. And I watched Gail cut one of those round cakes into bunny ears. Then she had to pick it up and connect it to the other round cake that was supposed to be the face. I'm pretty sure that that's when my strong dislike for people touching my food kicked in. I don't understand why Mama didn't just make cupcakes or separate the layers of the cake into two separate cakes. Why would I want my birthday cake to be prepared by someone who sucks her thumb? And how is wanting your own birthday cake selfish when everyone else gets one? Gail graduated a year before I did. To this day, I don't know what Gail was doing during my senior year of high school. I know when I went to college, she was right there. I remember thinking that if Mama expected me to go off to college and live in a dorm room with my sister, who I shared a bedroom with at home, I just assumed not go to college at all. I was prepared to figure out a plan B. I remember getting irritated with Mama right before she and Jackal left from dropping Gail and I off at WSSU. Mama pulled me aside and told me to look out for my sister like I was the oldest. I love my sister, but my college experience should have been mine and mine alone, like all my friends. That was my experience she piggybacked on. If her heart was set on going off to college, why would she wait a year and go where I went? All I wanted was to leave home and go off alone as everyone else did. This is the first time I've ever expressed how this situation made me feel. Mama and Jackal bought Gail a microwave and a little refrigerator for her dorm room. I remember being so excited because I just knew their next stop would be dropping mine off on the 4th floor. Looking back on it, they had to pass the 4th floor to get to Gail's room on the 6th floor. It never happened. My refrigerator and microwave never showed up. When I asked Mama why I didn't get a microwave and a refrigerator, Mama said, "Gail needs it more than you do, Robin. You know how you are. You make friends easy." I didn't protest. I did wonder what my personality had to do with the fact that one got some and one didn't. To this day, her logic at that moment baffles the shit out of me. I watched Mama and Jackal leave after they dropped us off at WSSU. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was free. So naturally, I went buck wild. I did everything except for what I was supposed to be doing. I lost my virginity to an older firefighter. I was ditching class. He introduced me to his family and had me hanging out and being grown. I loved every minute of it. My grades fell, and before I knew it, the semester was over, and I was on academic probation, and it was time to go back home. As Gail and I waited for Mama and Jackal to pick us up to go back to Chocowinity, all I could think was, under no circumstances will I be trapped in that house again. Dismal day. My mother died today. In my heart, she melted away. She melted over the course of time, and the pain is mine for life. She never sacrificed for me, only birthed me into this dismal existence where resistance is futile, and meanwhile, I carry on because it's what I'm supposed to do, not what I want to do. I just want to lay it down and not be bound to this place anymore, but I gotta be careful what I wish for, because I might get it, and all the other shit I didn't consider. Mama, sometimes I sit and cry, no apparent reason why. No matter how hard I try, the same question lingers. Why? Time has passed, I feel the same. A child who never knew her name. A mother held back the love a little girl lacked. Father less than a man, doing things a child couldn't possibly understand. Creeping in at night, never chasing away the fright. A touch so cold from a man so old, leaving tales to unfold. I'll not be my mother's mold. Sweet home to an outsider was the center of the divider that tore my heart apart. When did it start? A yard so big with all those trees and woods that brought me to my knees, violated all in the name of love because this man fitted you like a hand fits a glove. What of me? See my eyes, remember my smile? Inside I didn't feel worthwhile. I left that place, put it out my mind. The real me I'm still trying to find. Writing a gift I got from you, writing my love that's true. All the pain flows from my head, days wishing I was dead. Tears left their stain on my face from a pain that even you can't erase. I missed the way I wanted it to be. Instead, reality. You were not there when I needed you the most, so I traveled to a different coast, searching for anything to make me complete. Love was dull, void, and obsolete. I've dealt with more than any woman should have to endure. It all began in a home that was less than pure. Too many names, the sad shame. I have to lift this burden from my heart and find a better place to start to forgive the person you taught me to be in an attempt to change reality. Sad songs touch my soul, fill me with remorse and make me cold. Trust I don't know it, the past I let go of it. All those times I tried to do what I thought you thought was right, only to end up with a fight. You thought I was a tramp, some kind of a whore. What would you think that for? That man of yours had no right creeping in the middle of the night. What of you, what was in your head when you left my soul for dead? The smile on your face can't be real. You're my mother, and you know how I feel. Do you know? Do you know what today is? Do you know what I know? Let me tell you what today is. Today is the day that I must go. Why must I climb the mountain? Why must I swim the sea? A mountain as high as a clear blue sky and a sea as deep as it can be. When I get over the mountain, what then shall I do? I'll look to see how high I am, and I'll stretch my hands out to you. Eyes. Eyes are the key to the soul, watching life unfold, memorizing every mold. Eyes see the future and the past, they grow old too fast. Eyes reflect joy and pain, the wise, the insane, an invisible chain to the soul as they watch life unfold. Eyes reflect true emotion in the tears they cry to see my soul look into my eyes. Birth. Forming all by myself with the assistance of the outsider who provides my everything. Helpless within the womb, being consumed with the fluids that sustain my life. Growing and knowing that the unknown is near, not knowing the meaning of fear, but suddenly I can move. The outsider knows I'm here. Will it comfort me? That's right, I know no fear. Not knowing the concept of time, I can feel the time is near. Preparations have been made, my world is changing, it's rearranging, I'm slipping, I try to hold on because suddenly I know fear. No matter how hard I try, I can feel my world crumbling from the inside. I try to hide, yet I can feel myself being pushed, rushed to somewhere. Where am I going? What will I see? I can feel the souls drifting away from me, no longer gripping me, leaving me on my own, being replaced with distorted souls looming on the outside with the outsider in the midst. The water is clear no more. It's changed to the brightest red, only I don't know red. All I know is that the water has changed and it's not warm here. It's cold and I'm so alone. Oh, to breathe this strange place with all these strange faces looking down on me, yet they cannot see what is to become of me. I am born.